Bless his food, indeed. And we're going to have him on him time. Okay. We're going to have him on him time. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready for our countdown.
Yeah.
Our countdown at this time.
Yeah. So we're gonna count down. It's gonna be 5,
Yes,
4,
indeed.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1. Let's go.
1.
Mm, mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm, mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, I
mm,
love those reactions. Go ahead, give me some more. I love those
mm,
reactions.
mm, 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 mm. Last week, did I show? We had a big event. We had 3 speakers. We had, Rosalie LeBron, Florence Lindon, and also Tony Lee. Did I show any of that last week?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Well, buckle your seatbelt. We're finna jump right on into it. Um, but I have to start out with our Star Master. As a matter of fact, this is gonna be Star Master evening. Okay. And because she was very powerful on that day. You need your story. You need your story. And we all can have a story if we continue to work hard and work smart. You know, right now we've been doing the run and we got people that's been working all the way up. We might be working all the way up to to 10, before 10. We're trying to get some things done. But I want to show this part right here of that evening with our Star Master, Rosalie LeBron's, which is here. Oh, I got to share my sound. Okay. We don't have silent movies. We got movies with sound. Everybody pay close attention. I want to share something that I did this morning. And like I say, this is our whole, let's say, theme for today. Indeed.
Y'all ready? Let's make it rain and brass. Bang! Bang! Whew. Show me the money.
No, Rosie, not on the
Show
phone.
me the money. I just learned how to open this up. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. You
Dr.
the
Chandler.
people. Oh, yeah. That's right. Dr. Chandler, I thought your phone was 123 or something like that. Was it that on Thursday?
I'm on the phone now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
123 on the internet.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, Rosalie, I'm gonna help a sister out. And like I say, we're talking about the money today. So what I'm gonna do is there's only 3 slides that I would like for you to share and talk. Because we're more so interested in your success and the things in which you've accomplished with your success. See, in this business, we do like a life scenario. And she probably can mention it, the life scenario and everything. But the only slide I was interested was here, your journey here, and your journey here. Those 3 slides right there. I'm sure you could say a lot, step by step by step. And like I say, you will be on the clock. Everybody will be on the clock. Indeed. So, so one more time, I am going to, let me see here. I'm going to show the whole theme of what it's all about again, one more time. Okay.
Y'all ready? Let's make it rain and brass. Bang! Bang! Whew. Show me the money. Y'all ready?
Alrighty then. So they be ready. Okay, so let's go here. So Rosalie, talk to us. Let me get to that. Okay. Talk to us. Success is a journey in Atomy.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, yes, yes.
Star Master Leaders Club,
Yes.
Rosalie LaBranche.
Yes, ma'am. This is she. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? It's a great meeting, and I welcome everybody to be here because, you know, in Saturday, you know how busy we are, especially at this moment for those who wanting for the mastership, and he's supposed to be the whole team. So we are very busy, but we take a little time to come and to share, you know, our success with all of you to know, for you to know you can make it in Atomy, and then it can be your success too, not only my or Leader Florence or somebody else, but it can be your success too, the same thing. You know, thank you, Pastor, for inviting me to come here. It's a pleasure for me, you know, to explain my journey to you, how I joined Atomy, and then what is Atomy is doing for me, and Atomy is continue to do for me in the long run. All right. Yes, success is a journey. Yes, it is. It really is. And I remember when I joined Atomy, I don't join Atomy as a, or just like they already tell you who I am, and a lot of you know who I am. My name is Rosalie LaBranche. I'm a simple person, and then somebody, you know, who find an opportunity, who grab it, who walk through it, and then that opportunity is walking along with me and put me up to the top. So I'm a Star Master in Atomy and a Leaders Club member of Atomy America. And I'm still, you know, working daily in Atomy to make it all the way to Imperial. All right. So just like you see in this in the screen, success is a journey. All of us have to walk to our journey. If you have have a dream, you're not gonna dream about your dream. You just have to make your dream come true. Okay, and this is me here. In 2007, I am a CNA by profession. CNA, that's a nursing assistant who working in the hospital or agency or nursing home, you know, just name it, the job the CNA can do. So as me as a CNA, I remember in 2007, and I have in my mind to get my own business. So I opened a personal care home 2007, and I've been working in my personal care home 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, up to 15. And then I invite to one of the center leader meeting, you know, so by my sponsor, And I went there. So when I went there, I just went there to take a break because I've been working, 7 days a week, 24/7. So I just went there to take a break from what I'm doing. So when I go over there, the way they was talking about the product and then the compensation plan, you don't have to. The only thing I catch in my mind, I don't have to pay a penny to join this company. And then I say, okay, if I don't have to pay anything, so I'm going to join that company. In November, 2015, I joined the company as a simple customer, not in my mind at all to do business because I say I am not going to do any other network marketing because all of them there is the same thing. The people in the top make money and you don't make nothing. And I'm not going to do that. So the way they talk about the product, I say, I can use the product for myself, But my sponsor buy a packet toothpaste and she give me one. And the toothbrush, I cannot wait to go home to use it because the way they tell you that toothpaste can help your mouth. And at that time, I have a bleeding gum. So in 2016, I used that toothpaste since that night, November 15. I never go back to any other toothpaste, but I never see any, bleeding in my mouth until now. I don't see anything at all. So that toothpaste, I've been using since then. So, and after that, I say, okay, if the toothpaste is good like that, if I can make an extra $2,000 monthly, so I will quit what I'm doing, to do it on me full time. And in 2016, I received my first mastership. But since I have only 30 minutes, I cannot explain to you all that, to tell you how I hit my first level. That's what I tell you. All of you here, can do out of me. If I can do this business, you can do it better than me. In 2017, I officially, closed my business to do out of me full time. Because when I received my first level, and, I tell you, if I make an extra $2,000, I will close my business and do out of me full time. In 2017, I closed the business. I become a diamond master. If you can see the diamond master, I say, I do out of me in my phone at that time to hit the first and second level because I know in the second level the company gonna give you a laptop to work. At that time I don't have no laptop. I don't have no. My desktop was at home with my children to do the homework. And then this is the computer I'm using until now. I'm talking now. I am in that computer. That's from Atomy, And then in 2018, I with Sharon was master. I become a Sharon was master. And then I start see the money. And my journey start right now. So I still see my money. And I close my home, permanently to do out of me full time. Keep going, Pastor. And in 2021, that's when I become a star master. In 2023, I reached the Leaders Club member. I become a Leaders Club member of America, somebody who make over over $100,000. That's when I'm telling you, I'm coming from CNA 24. 23 with overtime, $24,000 a month. And then with the network marketing now, I'm making over $100,000 a month. You see the difference? When you know what you are doing, when you have, your journey in the front of you, and then you try to walk to it, and then to put you to the success. And then now in 2025, I'm building my business, very seriously. And then we got a lot of leaders, a lot of people work with us, and then to keep building the business. This is the success I'm make, from, when you say you are a CNA, from the CNA now to the Star Master and Leaders Club member. Okay, next slide. Okay, what is Atomy? Atomy is a company that has a new daily necessity product. You know, that's why I say all those product right here we are looking at, mostly all of you have that at home. You know, you got some kind of supplement you taking, you got some pot you cooking with, you eat some, you know, women noodles, but not the good one like this one. Okay, and then they just, you know, the company just asked us, you know, to change our buying habit, you know. So for using a good product, the product in Atomy are hair product, 100% natural product, beauty product, personal care product, and some a living product like you wash your clothes with a natural soap. And then I know a lot of you hear a lot of good testimony about those products. And then absolute quality and absolute price. That's why it take me up to the top where I am right now. Okay? So I know all of you can change your buying habit to use that product, and then looking for other people, you know, to use the same product you use. You need 50 family in your left and right foot and right leg to make $2,000 every month. You know, who use your product. That's what we are looking for. Okay? Next. All right. So, you know, a daily necessity product, you just like I already repeat that to you, the healthcare, beauty, personal living, and food. That's what that's the product Atomy have. You know, those prices, absolute price and absolute quality. Okay? And absolute quality price, the reason you remember the first thing I say, the reason make me join Atomy because it's free. I don't have to pay nothing. Unlimited level, global business opportunity, and third generation. And then that's why I keep working that business, you know, for my kid and my grandkid, you know, for my kid and my grandkid. This is better than the life insurance guy. It's much, much, much better. Even you are leave $1 million for your children in life insurance, they're gonna get in a certain point, you know, those life insurance, you know, gonna deserve. But Atomy, as long you already build a team, and then your business gonna stay there, keep give your children money every single week and a bonus every 2 weeks. So that's why I tell people, you know, take your time and build this business because it's much better than a life insurance. Okay? So, and you got another slide? Okay, if you don't want me to talk to for the whole, you know, a PowerPoint, that's okay. So I can, you know, put my thing on. Okay? So, like I tell you, for me as a CNA to reach that level, you know, I can say, you remember I tell you, if I make only $2,000, I will close my business, you know, because I don't have enough money to take care of myself. And then 2,000 bring 4,000, 4,000 bring 6,000, 6,000 bring 10,000. That's a monthly amount of money I'm telling you. And with Atomy, you know, I can say I thank God, you know, with this business, I can build a house for my father, a 6-bedroom house for my dad, you know, and then I can buy a car of my dream, you know, to drive. And then I can live in the house where I'm choosing to live because I don't have to worry when the monthly bill comes in. I cannot pay. I don't have to worry about that. And then I know Atomy will take me more, much more, gonna give me much more than what I have now. That's why I'm working hard in there, and then I'm pushing. I like for all of you here to do the same thing because Atomy can give you your financial freedom. That's what it give it to me. I sleep whenever I want and I get up whenever I want because of Atomy. You know, sometimes if you have a job, you cannot stay away from your job. You know, if you miss a day or you call sick, you don't have the sick day to replace that day for you. And then your check gonna have a hole in there. You're not gonna be able to pay your bill. But me, I can say with Atomy, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. Even I get up of my bed or stay in there, my account is making money. You know, it's making money. That's what all of us need, a residual income. It's making money. People who buying under my line, I don't even know. You know, we got so many country under us. We don't even know those people. You get up in the morning, you know, you go in your back office, PV in your left and PV in your right. That's how all of us have to build our Atomy business, you know, to make it all the way because you need that residual income. You see now how life is going. You are working, you get 100% of your check. You cannot even pay your bill with that. Can you figure out you retired and you got only 40% from what you used to make from that 100%? And then that's when now you're going to start scratching your head. I have to look either for an elderly part-time job, or I have to downsize my house, or I have to change my car, or trade my car for a smaller one, you know, for lower price one and stuff like that. But if you are doing Atomy, you build Atomy the way you're supposed to build this business. All of you can do it. You know, you can hear me talking because I'm a foreign. English is my second language, and then you know, you guys know much more than me, and then your English is much more better than my. You know, if I can make it, I can make it too. You can do the same thing. And when we start Atomy, MOM was $159 for one box. Okay? For one box. Now it's only 105. And then they got about, you know, the skincare six. Some of you don't even know what is a skincare six. That's the one, a fame is the higher level of a skincare six. That's the one where I start the business with. There's only few products at the website at this time. But now, look at how many products we have. How many opportunity Atomy gave it to us. How many of you gonna grab this and go for it and become an employer and build your Atomy business? If I can do it, a simple CNA, you know, it's just a simple person who don't know much, but I have a vision. You know, my vision is to become a millionaire. That's my vision. You know, I probably don't know much, but I know I have to make success in this business. The only way for me to make success in Atomy, I just have to work hard, to talk to people, to share the product. That's all we have to do. You know, to open my store. I have my store online. I have to open it every single day. How to open my store? To go to you, to go to the other people, to keep talking every day to open my store. So that's the only way for me, you know, to go all the way to the top. I know all of you here, if you are listening to me, you know, I probably say something, you know, you don't like, but I probably say something you like. But hopefully, you know, somebody grab something from what I say and then keep going and build your business. Because it's very, very important for all of us to have a financial freedom. If I can do it, all of you can do it. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're gonna work for the rest of your life and die poor. and your dream gonna be buried, at the cemetery without you cannot be solve your dream because you don't do nothing to make that happen. We have to walk, we have to talk, we have to share, because we are in the best company. They don't have any other network than Atomy. Guy, let's go, and we can do it. Thank you, Pastor. I think my time is up. You're in mute. You still muted?
Okay, thank you. Hey, I just want to know, what do we have here in this picture? How has this, in other words, with your family, how have this helped your family? What have you accomplished as far as helping, your kids, your husband? You had mentioned that your father, I believe you had a house built that was
Yes.
brick, six
Yes.
bedroom, but your personal in the home, how has it helped in the home? What do we have here? Is it the big one? Is it the big Mercedes?
That's my 450 GLS Mercedes Benz.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I thank God for that.
Hey, and I see
thank
you
God.
got your driver.
I cannot go there if I wasn't an Atomian. I can tell you that. Because what I was doing at the personal care home just to pay my bill. Just to pay my bill. I cannot even buy a bottle of soda after I finish paying my bill.
Now, in other companies, what they do is they lease your car. Is this a lease or this is yours? You bought this.
Mine. This is mine. Yes, that's mine.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Now, since we have a little time left, I'm going to give the audience a little time to unmute and raise your hands if you have a question for Rose Lee, about her success or anything like that. You might have been going wild in the background also, or if you have any comments, you can unmute your mic. We're going to try to take this in order and everything. Anybody have any questions? Don't be shy. Well, this is like Thursday night. We want to relax. Be comfortable.
I have a question, please.
Yes.
By my name is Francine. I'm in Canada, and I'm new at this platform. And someone who interested me on this, and I can speak good English, I speak much French, and he told me to buy a Moim to try it because it was. I told him how I was feeling, but today I listened Zoom before this Zoom, and I feel like I'm very interested on this stuff because people said about mall, you can open your store, and I don't know how. I asked the person who put me in this, how can I have a store? And you already have it because you buy stuff on your online. And my question is this: how can I progress with my store? What I have to do, and what is the last week? Oh my God, English. What is what?
Wait, you say you speak French?
Yes.
Okay, I tell you what. Ask your question in French because we have a royal master on here that knows French,
Ok.
and she's gonna
Merci
answer your
beaucoup.
question in French. You know,
Ok.
we're gonna take a
Yeah,
little
ask
time
the
here.
question. That's okay.
Yeah. Ma question est que la personne qui m'avait intéressée avec Atomy, oui, vraiment, je sens qu'il y a des changements dans mon corps parce que je prends maintenant Emoim et j'ai vraiment beaucoup de changements. J'avais une grosse ventre, maintenant mon ventre est descendu. Moi, je vois comme c'était un miracle. Oh, wow! Puis, quand j'ai entendu parler des boutiques dans le Zoom qui était le matin, je me suis dit, waouh, ça m'intéresse beaucoup si je peux avoir aussi ma propre boutique. Mais quand j'ai demandé à la personne, il m'a dit, s'il y a déjà une boutique, mais maintenant, comment progresser avec ma boutique? Qu'est-ce que je peux faire et quelle est la suite? Est-ce que les PV que je gagne, ça compte? Est-ce que ça fait quoi? Je fais avec quoi? Parce que moi, je croyais que c'est seulement payer les produits, seulement ça. Merci beaucoup.
Okay. Yes. When you are registered in Atomy, you have an ID number, and you open your boutique. This is your boutique. Okay? This is your boutique now. And just like you say, you take the Imohem, and then you used to have a big belly. Now your belly getting flat and everything like that. Now you got your boutique. You have to share your boutique with other people. Family, friend, and then people you have to share your boutique. How you share your boutique? By, tell them about the products, invite them to be a customer to use the product. That's how your boutique is open. But when you open your boutique, that's when you open your mouth and then talk to other people. Ouvre la bouche and parle with the other people. Okay? So that's how you open your boutique. Okay? Your boutique is already there. You have a boutique online, but nobody know you have a boutique online if you don't talk to them, if you don't tell them about your product. That's why it's good for you, to come in to the Zoom call, go to the center meeting, and then your apply, talk to your apply very often to help you, how to develop your language, and watch the VOD from Atomy, Chatomy, so you can learn about your product, so you can share. Because all of us here who's a member in Atomy, we have the same boutique. I take my boutique and I run with it, and I make over $100 and some $1,000 every year. Okay? So you can do the same thing. All right?
Merci beaucoup.
Okay,
Merci.
all right. Yes.
Fantastic,
Yes.
fantastic. All okay, okay. That was awesome. That was awesome. Who felt like that young lady at the end of that powerful, powerful sharing? So that's what we do. We share. We share our story. And as you continue in anatomy, your story gets bigger and bigger and wider and wider. You know, very impressive story. So I urge everyone, continue to run hard for your mastership. Continue to strategize, continue to walk by faith, continue to sacrifice, and to help others. Pay attention to others. Okay? Work with your team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that right, Brenda? Indeed. She had a goal to reach
Yes,
during that
yes,
mastership.
indeed.
Yep. And she hit it too. We work as a team.
Yes.
Indeed. Definitely. So, hey, sure, I see you have your hand raised.
Yes, good evening. I was gonna ask Rosalie, on her journey, I see her journey started from '07 on up. Has she ever been frustrated and wanted to give up during her journey?
Okay. Now, Rosalie, did you hear that question? She might be on the phone. You know, is that during the run, and she probably on
Okay.
the phone. And then because what you saw, was a video and everything, but she is here.
Mhm.
But she probably taking care of some heavy business. You know, and but that, like I say, that is a good question, and you'll be surprised at her respond. Yeah, on
Yes. Mhm.
on on how on how I did get frustrated, get a little frustrated at the beginning, because she tried for sales master like 7 times. 7 times she tried 7 times, going for that sales master. So that shows you, you might you might try 5 times and get it. You might try 10 times and get it. But hey, don't go nowhere. You know, yeah, don't where else to go to experience such great products. The more and more products you experience, to more and more, and to share with others. And then we have to be patient, because when it might be 6 months before God asks, well, not before God, but before somebody all of a sudden join your team and they ready to run. They ready to run. And and based upon what I heard on Sunday night, because I was on the Tony Lee, you seem to be, there seem to be some people that's sparking, in your group, on your team and everything. So we pray that spark turn out to be very big dynamite that can take you strong into your auto master. We want to be auto masters, okay? Uh, Joy Buzz, I see you have your hand raised.
Hello, Pastor. Good evening. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Pastor, I just want to make a little comment. Um, when Rosalie joined Atomy, it was the hard times then. Now we all have to be so thankful because we have many more products. So it's much easier. So, um, yes, Rosalie did. It took her 7 times before she got to sales master, but it did not deter her. She's continued, and look where she is now. Look at her car. And another thing too, I met Rosalie and Florence, a few years back, and both ladies look so beautiful now. Back then, they had just started. Nobody was doing facial. Nobody, and the him, you know, and that the continuous use of the him and facial. Oh, Pastor, we all look beautiful. So that's my little comment that I want to put out there. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Joy, because I know that you go back a ways. Uh, with with them and everything, and with Atomy, totally incredible. So these are, I'm telling you, the whole wardrobe changed and everything. Yeah, these are some, let's say, working hard queens. Let me blow this up. Let me see here. Yeah, they be working hard too. Definitely. This is mastership, two mastership queens right here. and they work hard. And the thing about it, they working hard, for all of us. They are working hard for all. They're in that background. Sometimes they're in that forefront, sharing the news. Definitely. So keep running hard, and keep sharing. And do anybody else have any questions or comments at this time? How's your journey going on? Okay. Well, I want you to know that, through the experience of what I experienced, what I have experienced is the spirit of don't give up. To keep it moving. I used to watch Western movies, and they used to have to drive at like 2,000 head of cattle, across, to the other side of the country and all that. Long days, all that dust and everything. And that was hard going through different type of valleys and terrain, and they did that on horseback. They were sore, following cows for 3,000 miles. They went on no train, but they survived the journey. You're going to survive. Just know that, Atomy products, you keep it going. And you're going to be looking better. You're going to be, feeling better. And soon you'll have that financial freedom. Keep that goal for that financial freedom. Financial freedom. Time freedom. Wait a minute. I'm thinking, was I supposed to contact somebody? I believe I might have supposed to contact somebody this evening about financial freedom and time freedom. It's an awesome thing. I believe I'm supposed to send them some information. I got to send them information. Everybody, I got to get back on my horse, and I got to get back to the run. We got up until 10 to win. Indeed. So keep the faith, keep great faith, and keep pressing on, everybody. Okay? Go. Let me see how that Lawrence used to say, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're going to Imperial. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this evening.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yep. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Every day is a new day of let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, yes. We're going to ride on into the sunset.
Yep. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Let's go, 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 go. All right. Everybody, like I say, God bless you. Know the rest. Hey, see you on Thursday. Okay.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
Good night.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's
Well,
go,
ja,
let's go,
ja,
let's
ja.
go. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Indeed. All right then. Bye bye.